up, guys? Welcome back to another Oktoberfest beer review for 2021. Today we're getting into Spaten Oktoberfest, their classic Märzen brewski, and this one's 5% ABV, 12 fluid ounces. I feel like it's going to be a solid beer. I feel like I liked it in the past, but again, I don't remember. I could just be making that up. But let's get in the review, and we'll see if we like this year for the 2021 edition. I'm assuming this is one of those beers that they don't really change the recipe. It's just kind of year in, year out kind of thing, but you know, I'm just guessing with that. And while I get to pouring all that stuff, I want to let you guys know, in about a month from now, we will be doing like a live beer tasting review, kind of just hanging out, doing the thing, and it'll be I gotta check the actual name of it, but it is the Sam Adams, I guess, Autumn box set, where you have like 4 different kinds of beer. I think you have the Oktoberfest beer in there, you have the Feist beer, you have the pumpkin beer, and there might just be like a regular autumn lager kind of thing. Thought that sounded like a fun thing. Me and the other dude will do like a little video thing, and it'll be live, so you guys can join in and comment and, you know, grab the beers and, you know, chime in as well. I thought that'd be we haven't done that before, so I figured it could be fun. It could also end up just being me and him, but that's okay. It should be fun anyways. I'll have an exact date locked in shortly, but I just want to let you guys know, heads up, and within like a month or so, we're gonna be doing that. So it should be a fun time. And so yeah, log in if you can, and, you know, grab the beer set, and, you know, drink along with us. So I think it'll be a good time. But anyways, I want to let you guys know while I'm doing this. And again, I will update the specific time and everything. And anyways, let's get into the review. Oh, in case, so that's the logo, you know, with its standard green bottle. And yeah, there's the beer. Now, let's get into the review, get into the smell. This is kind of that staple Spaten Aroma, where it's got the funk on it. This is bringing the funk, man. I wish I could play that song, you know, on this and not get copyright claimed, but I can't. Those bastards. That's really the first aroma, is that kind of lagery funk that most Spaten beers have. It's got, you know, not as heavy as some of the like Czechoslovakian, Denmark style pilsners, but it's getting close to that. You do kind of pick up some of that warm, toasted raisin aroma going on. This is definitely going to have some of that, the heavier malty flavors that you expect from a Märzen, but you kind of combine with your traditional Spaten. I like that they don't they know that that's what they are, and they don't tweak that. Like, we're going to maintain this funk throughout what the other beers that we make. I can respect that. I'm not huge into that, at least the taste-wise, but that's just me. It doesn't go overboard on it. It is just enough for me to, you know, pick it up and not be like, no thanks. This is actually one of the few Oktoberfest beers where I feel like if I smelled that, I know right away what brewery made it. You know, a lot of them, they kind of mix together, or they just have no aromas at all. This one, you can instantly tell who made it. So, nothing wrong with that. I'm going to recommend it on aroma. Now, let's get into the taste. You can still, there's a hair of the funk still in there, but not a lot. And I do remember from previous years, this is a very easy drinking Märzen. Very easy. It really almost teeters on the Fest beer style. It's that, like, clean and crisp, and it's not like so like smoky, burnt malt that some of the other ones have. It doesn't really. It's very lean on that. I don't know. It's almost more of a Fest beer for how easy it is to drink. But I think that's why, if I recall, that's why I like this one. So yeah, man, it's just, yeah, clean and crisp is the first thing. You get the little funkiness. The malt is, it's very subdued with this one. You pick it up, but you get more of that funky lager above all else. The malt is really kind of on the tip of your tongue. Because really, once after it hits the tip of your tongue, it just gets really clean tasting as it goes back. The maltiness, I'm having trouble putting my finger on exactly the taste. You have like very light molasses in there, very light on there. You know, there's that hint of like deep sweetness, but it's not heavy. You almost also have like a black tea kind of taste. I feel like that is more of the maltiness that we're getting. It's this like, you know, a dark black tea, unsweetened black tea. Then you hit it with a dab of molasses. That's the malt profile that I'm really picking up. And then once you get that kind of black tea molasses thing going on, that's when the funk really kicks in. So I don't know. I enjoy it. Me, I'll do a spiced black tea amendment, but I don't know. I dig this. It's again very. God, sorry. I hate when you buy glasses with like these logos. You know, I got this from Funky Buddha, and like I don't put this in the dishwasher because I know it's just gonna obliterate this painted this image, and now you just like you run your fingernail over it and it scratches off. It's like, God, why am I even buying these things? Like the logo is going to be like gone in 6 months. Sorry. But as for taste, I really like it. It's clean, it's crisp, it's different from your other Märzens. It very much kind of leans into the fest beer style, but it's still a Märzen. I like it. If you like a little funk in your beer and your lagers, this is probably the perfect Oktoberfest for you. Absolutely. So I'm going to recommend it on taste. Next category is value for price, and this is a very inexpensive German import. It's on par, if not less expensive than many of the local craft beers. I still can't figure out why the German imports that you're bringing in from like 6,000 miles away, why that's cheaper than the brewery that's 50 miles on the other side of the state. But it is. And I don't know. It's fantastic. The price was like $1.99 for this thing. I mean, I pretty much paid the same amount that I paid for Sam Adams. This might have actually been cheaper. But yes, so absolutely I'm going to recommend it on price. Next category is distinction. How distinct is it? And yes, this is one of those beers. Sometimes it's a little tricky to kind of really set yourself apart in that Märzen Oktoberfest category. This one absolutely does, because it maintains the taste that these Spaten beers are most known for. Well, the Spaten beers, I mean, I'm pronouncing the A off on each. The Spaten beers. It's that's what you know for. That's the traditional Spaten lager. That's what you get. You know you're gonna get that bit of that funk in it. And so, I mean, they maintain it. They bring it into the Oktoberfest beer, and so you instantly know that this is by them, and it makes it different from the other ones. Like this is, again, I probably couldn't pinpoint the exact brewery for the, if you gave me a taste test, I probably couldn't do it like exact, that's them. This one, absolutely. And I feel like, that it alone makes it unique because you can pinpoint it. So I am going to recommend it on distinction. Next category is drinkability, and yes, this is one of the more drinkable Oktoberfest beers. Again, I feel like it's leaning into that fest beer style, but it's still dark. It's still got the maltiness. A lot of the fest beers are going to be a little lighter. the alcohol content is kind of, I mean, it's pretty similar to what you're gonna get with the Märzen, but I don't know. This is like German funky lager meets Oktoberfest, and it's easy to drink. And not all Oktoberfests are that easy. Sometimes the malt profile makes it a little trickier. Not with this one, and I appreciate that. Appreciate that's a little different. So I'm gonna recommend it on Drinkability. And last category is would I buy it again? See, that's the thing. Like, easy to drink, inexpensive, easy to pick out of the lineup. But there are some flavors that I do want more pronounced in Oktoberfest beer. Like, I feel like I'd almost take more of that more robust maltiness over the super easy ability to drink it fast. I feel like I'd almost trade that off a little bit. So not that I would not buy it again. It depends on what the lineup was at the bar or whatever. But it wouldn't be my first choice. Like, it's great, it's refreshing, I like it, but it's also in that time of year where I want more of that robust malt profile. And that's just me. If you're into the funk, this might be your go-to beer for Oktoberfest. End of discussion. For me, there will be others that I'd get over that. I would not get it again, but there is enough that I'd get over it, that I'd step over it for me to give this a half instead of a full. Again, that's just me. So, it almost got the official stamp of approval, but there's just, I want a little more of that Oktoberfest malt to really push, for me, to push it over the edge. But I would have no problem enjoying this particular beer. So, anyways, that is the review of the Spaten Oktoberfest, their Märzen. What do you think? If you've had plenty of Oktoberfest beers before, you've probably had this before. Let me know what you think in the comments. Again, like, subscribe, do all the good stuff. And remember, about a month from now, the live, brewery review, the beer review of the Sam Adams pack. And so I'll let you guys know on the date and the time. And so then you have enough time to grab the beer, or even if you only wanted to pick up one or two, do that too. I think it should be interesting because they have a lot of interesting flavors. They got like pumpkin beers. There's nothing more decisive, I feel like, in the beer drinking industry than a pumpkin beer. That's a love or hate kind of situation usually. You don't find a whole lot of people that are middle. But it should be fun. So stay tuned for information on that. And we'll see how that goes. Hopefully it goes okay, and maybe we'll do more of them. I think it just could be a fun kind of thing. And maybe it'll be pretty loosey-goosey the first time around, but maybe we'll get a little more, segmented, structured kind of thing. We'll find out. But anyways, that's the beer review. And so for myself and for Spaten Oktoberfest, take it easy.